Welcome back to another episode of The Get Up Girl. I am your host and your gal, Joanna Vargas. I'm going to be going live about 1 to 2 times a month here on Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, all the places. And it's also going to be turned into a podcast. So if you're listening to this on your favorite podcast app, thank you so much. Or if you're watching this, thank you as well. I'm so incredibly grateful for each and every one of you so that you are choosing and to learn and to grow. I thank you so much. Today's episode is entitled 5 Tips on How to Help You with Your Journey. And I'm going to be looking at my notes as well too. But this goes with a journey series that I'm going to be doing. Again, shout out to one of members and a fellow podcast listener, Crystal, for asking about this. And she takes fitness with me, fitness classes, and she was asking like, hey, Joanna, can you record a podcast about the journey? So many times when I go on Instagram, I see the befores and afters. When I see people that have owned a business, the before and after, look how much I've made, look how much I've lost, but really not showing the journey of getting there, of the ups, the such highs and the such lows of getting to a specific destination. So this is going to be a whole series called the Journey Series. And I found these few statistics that I wanted to share with you because, many times we think about the first time trying something new. For example, let's say you try a new fitness class, a new boutique fitness studio, a new gym, a new trainer, and you go the first time and you're probably nervous. You're probably anticipating, walking in there, you're uncomfortable. You may not know what's going to be happening. So you're a little bit like, you got that kind of energy. And you go in and you get over the first time. It's almost like a first date as well. That first time you go, woo, I feel so much better. The first one's down. The average person that goes through the first time, about 70% will continue again. So about 70 to 80% will say, okay, I'll come back. I'll try it a second time. Now you come back for the second time, second class, second date, second anything of something that makes you feel uncomfortable. And the average of the person coming back after the second time now goes to about 50 to 40% less. And then you come back the third time. Now, this is where it really gets interesting. About 90% of people will not return after the third chance, the third try, the third time. So if you ever go to a fitness studio and you see the new people, you're like, yay, it's the new people. Cool. The average of that person coming back 3 or more times is only 10%. So about 90% will not return and 10% will continue coming back. And then you keep going further after the 10th time, after a year, after, you just keep going and going. The average percentage of people on this planet that train their body consistently, that continuously exercise, that continuously, tenaciously move their bodies, it's about 2 to 5%. Now, I say 2 to 5% because 5% are the people that are working out on a Thursday. But if you go small down to the people that are training, working out on a Saturday morning, on a Sunday morning, it gets even smaller, the percentage. So that's why I say about 2 to 5%. Consistently train. Now, I'm not talking about people that just go to the gym every so often or people that try something new. These are the people that consistently 3 to 5 times that are doing this for the rest of their lives, or about 2 to 5%. And I share this with you because it's the journey of getting there. Many of us will start and we're really excited. And the beginning is the honeymoon stage. When you try that new fitness class, it's the honeymoon stage. It's fun. You're Instagramming yourself. You're telling your family about it. You're telling your loved ones, this was so much fun. Oh my gosh, I had the greatest time. Now we come 6 months later where there's days that you don't want to wake up. There's days when you're like, my body hurts. It feels like my legs are going to fall off. Or it feels like I just hate it. I hate that instructor. I hate that person next to me. We're going to think of every excuse and every distraction to pull us out of it. And this is completely like normal. This completely happens. And so I'm going to give you 5 tips that are going to help you through the journey so that you can be that 2 to 5% that continue. And the first one is to have discipline. The number one reason that people give up is because they lack discipline. And it's very interesting that when we start something new, we go right away to the result. If you want to start a new fitness journey, most likely the result that you would like is to transform your body, is to transform the way you show up. It's the way you want to transform the way you look in clothes. But actually, what you desire is stronger discipline. It's not that you don't know what to do, because we all know what to do. We all know how to nourish our bodies. We know, we're not dumb. We have Google, we have the internet, we have free YouTube videos. And what we lack is the discipline, the tenacity, the ability to keep showing up, the 2 to 5%, the ability to get up, and then you might fall in and get back up again. So if you're looking to be that 2 to 5%, oh, apologies on this. If you're looking to be the 2 to 5%, I suggest and I invite you to continue your journey on changing your mindset, your thoughts, and go on that quest. You know, YouTube, Google, and then go to YouTube and put in something like, how do I increase my discipline? How do I have stronger discipline rather than how do I lose weight? What came first, the chicken or the egg? Well, or what, you're trying to put the cart in front of the horse. And I've taught fitness for over 25 years, and that's what I see. We put the result in front of what actually is going to get us there. And what's actually going to get us there is the discipline, is the choices that we make every day. It's the thoughts that come into our head. Those are the big changes. Those are the things that are going to help us get there. Next thing is, do not put everything into your trainer, into the outside person. That's the second thing that I see people do, is it's all up to you. It's your fault. It's your responsibility in order to change my body. And it's actually not. This is your choice. The trainer, the coach, the instructor is there to guide you, and you are there to make the choices for you and your body. If you put everything into them, if they're ever gone, then you're going to feel lost. It's not up to them. They do not complete you. This is not Jerry Maguire. You completely. You complete me. Let me take that again. It is not Jerry Maguire. You complete me. You complete yourself and your trainer, your coach, your whoever it is, the person on YouTube that's guiding you through. They are just the guide. They are the Yoda. You are Luke Skywalker. If you try to make them Luke Skywalker, it's not going to work. You're Luke Skywalker, they're Yoda, they're just leading you on your path. Third thing is, remove daily distractions or be aware of your daily distractions. What tends to happen is we will use our distractions, our daily things that come up, as justifications and reasons to not show up or to do something. I call this the adult way of excuses. It's really interesting to me that when we're teaching or working with kids, we'll call them excuses. We'll like, don't leave your excuses at home. We don't want to hear your excuses. But actually, for adults, we call them reasons. We call them, I'm busy, I have to do this. And they're just distractions. You're going to use them as a distraction to take you out. So many times, let's say, for example, you sign up for class, you're going to show up with your personal trainer the next day, you're going to go on your workout, and then you use the distraction, the reason, the justification of, oh, I have to go pick up my kids, so I can't go. Oh, I have to go help my mom today. When that's just a distraction. You know, if you really would like something, you would tell your mom or somebody, hey, mom, can I take you later? I'm going to do this, and then I'll pick you up afterwards at 10 o'clock. You know that's true. Now, this is not to impugn on the choices that you're making. This is in order to create more awareness of your distractions. And a great question to ask yourself is, am I distracting myself here? Am I distracting myself here? What is this distraction that I'm using as a reason and justification in order to take me out? Because I've worked with 1,000 clients that have all given me every reason and excuse in the planet, and they will believe that that reason is more important than choosing for their self or their body. So just really be aware of that. The next thing is believe, know that you have the possibility to do whatever you wish or you can. This fourth thing is that a lot of people believe that they cannot do something. And I love taking somebody that believes that they cannot do a push up and bringing them in a month or a couple months into, creating that push up in their body. I'm like, you could do a push up. Yes, you can. But we have these beliefs that I can't do that. Oh, that's for the advanced. I can't do that. And I'm like, oh my, yes, you can. So it's number four is knowing that you can do anything. It's nothing to do with age. Oh, I'm too old. I can't do that. Look, there are plenty of people on this planet. They're in their 90s, 80s, people in their hundreds that are still training, that have muscle, that could do push ups. So that is just a lie. You're just buying that lie that when you're this age, this tends to happen. Now, look, it might be the truth for you that when you did hit that age, things started to change, but it only started to change for you because you stopped your personal fitness journey. So you're using the reason, the justifications of your age to then say, that's why I can't do that. And that's actually not the truth. You're just making it the truth. What you focus on becomes your reality. So what you see becomes the truth. What you see in the world sees you. What you focus on expands. So if you believe that when you hit 50 years old, you can't do a push up, if you believe that when you hit 40 years old, it's all downhill from there, you're absolutely correct. And if you believe and if you know that my body's is as strong as I know it to be, then that will be true as well. Anything that you know or believe will be true for you. So that was number four. And the last thing is not seeing a single failure as the end. Most of the reason that people give up by the third time is that they see a failure, and it's not really a failure, but they see that they cannot accomplish something as the end. Oh, like think about how many times that you have tried something and that you were not as good as the person in the front, you were not as good as the medium person, you were not as good um, as the medium skilled person, you were not as great at that skill as the advanced person, and you're comparing yourself to the advanced person, to the medium skilled person, to the like just a little bit ahead of you. And they're 5 steps ahead of you. And it's not a failure, it's not the end. One thing is like, oh, it's not the end. When you're on your fitness journey, you'll have that one day. So let's say you keep going, you're on your 5th day, you're on your 10th day, and then here comes that day where your body feels awful. You don't want to continue going. So you have that as a failure and you stop and you give up and you use your reasons and justifications to take you out. And that one day will turn into a week, and that week will turn into a month. And that month will turn into 6 months. And that 6 months will turn into a year. And that year will turn into 5 years. I've seen it over and over and over again. And you can even see it with the quarantine and the pandemic, how people stopped working out and it turned into 2.5 years. And then people are like, oh my gosh, where did the time go? Get back on the horse, get back up, jump back in, get back on the horse. 1 failure, 2 failures, 3 failures, 3 falls, 4 falls, 5 falls are not the end. Get back in. If it's been 5 years, if it's been 5 minutes, if it's been 5 years, if it's been 50 years, get back on the horse. So let's review. First one is to create your discipline. Know and be aware of your discipline. That comes first. Second thing is do not put all of your eggs into somebody else's basket. It's not up to them. It is your choice. You are Luke Skywalker. They are Yoda. Your coaches are Yoda. Be aware of your daily distractions, your reasons and justifications that take you out. The fourth thing is knowing and believing in your possibilities, in your body, and what you can do. And the last thing is do not take one single or 10 single falls or failures as the end. It is never, ever the end. Jump back on the horse. Thank you so much for listening to this journey series. If there's anything that you would like to hear, anything that you'd like me to talk about, please DM me on Instagram at Joanna Vargas Official, or just if you're watching this video below, comment below and let me know. I'd love to hear. Let me check the comments. I'd love to hear from every single one of you. And reminder that when you fall, just to get back up, bring your walls and barriers down, energetically expand out. You got this. And remember, when you get truly curious and know that when you ask a better question, infinite possibilities can open up for your life. I love and adore every single one of you, and I appreciate you, and I'll see you next time. Bye, y'all.